guys, we're in a nutshell with napasensya na kayo. Audio ko pala hindi masyado maganda sa lugar ko dahil dito at very open ako. But anyway, sige, pupuntahan na natin ang ating suki muli to discuss yet another big policy change. Pero I think, is this a good thing, Dayanara? Or, I guess maraming matutulungan dito, sa totoo na. Dahil, guys, pwede nang mag-apply, okay, na magbago ka ng employer kahit ikaw ay naka-close to work permit. Ayan, para ito sa mga temporary foreign workers natin dito na I think especially concerned na baka hindi i-extend ng current employer nila yung kanilang labiya, yung work contract. Maaari kayo maghanap ng iba ngayon without worrying about violating any policy. Tama ba yun, Dayanara?
Yes po, Miss. So the goal of the temporary policy is to allow more people who are already in Canada to stay. So for example, those who are under maintained status, ang mga magbe-benefit po dito ay yung mga naka-maintained status kasi pwede sila. Yun po ang mga may hawak ng work permit na nakatali sa mga particular nilang mga employers. And then, among other applicants, I don't think visitor record holders or tourists will benefit from this. This is more for those who are already holding work permits or already under maintained status. So for example, ikaw ay nandun sa transition na nag-a-apply ka from itong close work permit na ito to the other close work permit na ina-applyan mo. Tapos, syempre, ang maintained status po kasi, para ma-maintain ka, dapat susundin mo yung rule nung dati mong work permit. Kaya nga siya maintained. Kumbaga, i-maintain mo lang kung ano yung nakalagay dun sa dati mong work permit. So, for some people, kahit may bago na silang employer na in-applyan, may bago ng LMIA, may bago na silang employer na dapat gusto nilang pagtrabahuhan, nakatali pa rin sila dun sa dati nilang employer. Kasi nga, para makapag-continue sila ng work sa Canada. This is, helping those who are willing to do the transition. Kumbaga, to make the transition much easier, especially for employers na may LMIA naman, pero kailangan na ng tao, hindi nila makuha yung tao kasi nakatali pa siya dun sa dati niyang employer. So, sila po ngayon yung talagang pinakamatutulungan po nito.
Okay. Guys, this is different from the vulnerable open work permit.
Very different. Very
so
different.
You do not need to be experiencing difficulties,
abuse and stuff. Correct po.
Walang ganon. Ano to? So, anytime, Dayanara, anytime during their contract? Or what if kakadating lang dito ng ilang buwan pa lang? Meron na bang ganong information?
Wala naman po silang sinabing time limit na dapat parang you spend a few months muna with the old employer. They don't have that. Ang requirement lang po nila is, number one, you must have valid status. So that includes maintained status. I don't think kasama yung tourists, honestly. Work permit status, open work permit status, study permit possibly, and maintained status. And then, kailangan po nakapag-submit na kayo ng work permit renewal application. Okay? Ongoing na siya. Nakapag-submit na kayo, may hawak na kayong bagong LMIA, nakapag-submit na kayo ng bagong work permit renewal, meaning for the change of employer. Na-submit nyo na. And then, wala pa yung desisyon, hindi pa siya napagdesisyonan, kaya nga po kayo naka-maintain status, for example. And then, nakalagay po, intends to work for a new employer or a new occupation. Para po ito doon sa mga, let's say, napopromote. Ayan. So, for example, from machine operator, ipopromote ka na to a technician. Hindi ka ma-promote kasi nakalagay sa close work permit mo, technician ka, machine operator ka lang dapat. This time, the promotion can be facilitated. So that's great without, applying for, let's say, a brand new LMIA or something like that. Okay? And then, has applied for the public policy exemption using the electronic means identified by the department for that purpose or with an alternate format provided by the department if the foreign national is unable to use electronic means. So, this is through the IRCC web form. Magsasend po kayo ngayon sa IRCC ng web form requesting for the exemption from the public policy para po magkaroon kayo ng ability to work habang hinihintay po ninyo yung result ng inyong application, change of employer or change of occupation.
So, web form lang pala to. Dayanara, no specific application,
Oh, it's
documents
not.
sila.
Kasi miss, the application has been submitted already. 'Di ba? Parang meron ng application na na-submit, kailangan na lang magbigay ng kumbaga temporary authorization, ganyan, temporary allowance na ibibigay. So, IRCC web form is very effective in that regard.
Do you think they will still need a consultant to help them navigate through it, or they can just open their account? Ano susulat nila kaya? Meron ka bang masasuggest dyan na generic line?
Dati
Na
kasi
pwede nilang
miss,
sabihin?
meron silang nilabas na parang template. So, because this was launched originally during the pandemic, so they have like a template that they are asking people to use. I would say na maglalabas siguro sila po ulit ng bagong template na maaaring gamitin din ng mga mag-a-apply po. Most likely magbibigay sila ng code na kailangan mong ilagay sa application mo para makita po yun agad ng visa officer pag nakita nila yung web form.
Okay, diba? Alam mo, I can't help though but think, Dayanara, na this policy, as you mentioned at the start, will help teach people who are already here. Yes, kumbaga, ma-extend yung stay nila. It sort of goes against the federal government's general policy or goal, supposedly, of reducing temporary residence. Diba?
Um,
Medyo, ano ba? What do you think on that?
Honestly, miss, I think it supports that in a way because you're reducing the number of people na papasok pa lang.
I see, I get it. Naman. Pero hindi yung sinasabi na gusto kong pauwiin. Hindi. Kasi di ba may ganon?
Opo.
Many people will have to leave because mapipilitang mag-expire yung status nila. Wala na silang mapupuntahan.
And that is still true. That is still true, miss. Kasi understand na hindi naman po ito LMIA exempt. This policy is not this is not LMIA exempt. You are still required to present a job offer when you apply for the change of employer or the change of occupation. You are still required to present the job offer. So the employer still has to get an LMIA. This is my interpretation. I may be wrong. We will have to wait for better dun sa parang talagang guidelines. But from my interpretation, there was nothing in the policy that says na we will now be allowing tourists to apply. We will now be allowing people to apply without an LMIA. There's nothing there. It's still the same thing. Mas madali nga lang for the employer kasi pwede na siyang hindi kumuha mula sa labas. Pwede dito na lang sa Canada. Yung mga mawawala ng status, let's say, o yung mga nasa ibang trabaho, tapos gusto nilang lumipat kasi may skill set sila doon. So, this is something na pwede po nilang i-consider. A lot of people ang magbe-benefit dito, miss, yung mga nasa Quebec. There are a lot of people in Quebec who want to get out of Quebec. So this is something that will probably help them talaga, itong policy.
I agree. Alam mo, for some reason, some of our TFWs from Quebec have been PMing me about concerns with their employers and tama ka. Okay, yun na lang sasabihin ko.
PR, miss. Kasi I don't think you can be a PR in Quebec without like French language abilities. I may be wrong, but it's extremely hard to become a PR in Quebec without French language abilities. And not a lot of people are capable of doing that. Diba? Hininto na rin nila yung mga free French language school, ganyan. Yung mga lessons, ganyan. They also stopped that in a way of curbing yun yung number of temporary residents or PRs na tatanggapin nila. So a lot of people, a lot of TFWs in Quebec and closed work permits, their hands are tied. Hindi sila makalipat, hindi sila makaalis. So this is something that can help them. If you're in Quebec on a closed work permit, nakahanap ka ng employer sa labas ng Quebec na may LMIA na willing kang i-hire, pwede kang mag-apply ng renewal of the work permit and then apply for an authorization to work for that employer na bago para hindi na sila maghihintay. So, this is something good for a lot of people.
Okay. Balikan ko lang yung nabanggit mo kanina. No? Sa understanding ko, wala naman nakasulat dito na pwede ang tourists, etc. to take advantage of it. Honestly, I don't think so din, ano, dahil Nara, I can just imagine the anger of
The
fellow. If
backlash.
ibalik, the backlash rather,
'Di ba? The
that it might
backlash.
receive, babalik na naman dun sa policy na parang tourist to work permit,
Yes.
parang,
I don't
I
think
doubt it.
that's I no, there's nothing in the policy that says that. So we have to correct that notion. Baka meron na namang mga agency na sabihin sa mga tao sa Pilipinas, sige mag-tourist kayo, tapos meron na, ito na yung policy, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi po ganoon ito. Ito po ay applicable dun sa mga nandito na, naka-maintain status from like a work permit application. Ganyan po, ito, sila po yung talagang magbe-benefit dito. And bago po kayo lumipad ng Canada at magsakripisyo ng inyong mga buhay, magtanong muna po kayo sa otoridad or immigration professionals before you make any of these changes. Understand that this is doon naman po sa mga nandito sa Canada na magagalit, alam mo meron naman tayong mga ganyan, wag po muna kayong magalit kasi hindi naman po sinasabi na pag turista ka pwede ka na mag-apply. Wala naman pong, kumbaga, this is a way of addressing issues ng mga nandito na po, ng mga temporary resident na nakatira na dito, nagbabayad na ng tax, meron na silang mga bahay, nandito na sila, pero kailangan nilang magbago ng employer for several reasons. Kailangan nilang magbago ng trabaho for several reasons. Okay?
Do you think it will encourage more employers to secure alamya? Kasi baka mas madali na. Nandito na pala maraming mag-a-apply.
Exactly, 'di ba? Hindi na sila matatagalan ng paghihintay. I have a client na hanggang ngayon hinihintay namin yung restoration nila. I think several months na. Hindi tuloy siya ma-hire nung dentista na nag-hire sa kanya. So, this is really difficult. Plus, meron din pong issue ngayon kasi 'di ba yung work permit na binibigay parang 1 year na lang yung binibigay. So if you can hire this employee, and then pwede siyang mag-work habang hinihintay niya yung resulta ng work permit niya, that saves you, time. That encourages them to apply for LMIA kasi hindi na sila masyado mahihirapan mag-hire. They're not gonna hire from the Philippines. Alam mo naman, miss, sa Pilipinas, ang daming dinadaanan ng mga umaalis. May OEC, may PIDOS, ang daming mong dadaanan para makaalis ka from the Philippines na ngayon may ganito, at least hindi na nila kailangan umuwi, 'di ba? Hindi na kailangan umuwi, pwede na ito. Pwede nang i-utilize yung temporary policy po na ito.
Ayun. Okay, so let's dito naman ang ating episode. I hope you didn't miss anything, Dayanara. No? Tingin ako ng tingin dito. Baka naglalag ako yung internet ng airport ka ako. Mag-freeze ako. But anyway, yeah, diba guys? Isa na namang big. Sa totoo lang, this is a big one also.
A huge one, a huge help.
Oo, it will, tama. Baka may pag-asa ka. It will give hope to those na akala medyo kailangan nila lang umuwi.
Baka may pag-asa pang makapag-stay, to weather the storm na meron tayo. Hopefully, isa itong senyales ng kahit papano ay pagluluwag, lalo doon sa mga nandito na. Yung priority po talaga nila ay yung mga nandito.
Wala tong restrictions, Diana, on province, no? Basta kahit saan probinsya ka pwede.
No, there is no specific restriction. Yeah, there's no specific restriction for any province, any territory po. Any job, actually. Wala rin. All schools. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the same job that you have.
Yes. It could be a different one, but it doesn't exempt the worker. Napatunayan po kung paano nila mapaperform yung trabaho na ina-applyan nila. So it's still the same. So kung ikaw ay isang teacher, gusto mong maging construction worker, kailangan mong patunayan kung paano ka nagkaroon ng skill na gawin yung trabaho na to na bigla mong lilipatan. It's still a responsibility of the applicant po.
And take note, covered pa din Dayanara ng low wage policy.
LMIA.
Kung sino lang ang pwede, okay?
The requirement for the LMIA still stands. Again, this doesn't remove the requirement of the LMIA po.
All right. Okay, so let's speak. Maraming salamat. Pasensya na kayo kung hindi maging audio ko, no? But I hope this still helps and it's been useful. Ayun. Gaya
Thank
naman,
you for
thank you
doing
so
this,
much.
Miss. You're so busy. You have a lot of
Oo nga,
things to do.
I literally have an hour before yung flight namin. So siguro I have 30 minutes to upload itong mga episode na ito before I fly out.
Before you
Ako,
fly, good luck.
oo
God
nga.
bless you, Miss. Bon
Nako,
voyage.
maraming salamat. Pero di bale, I'll still be doing episodes in the Philippines. So, thanks so much, guys. I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in
Thank
the next
you.
one.
Bye,
Bye!
everyone.